Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Always exciting to be back.
Yeah, and this time we're going deep into the world of leadership
Oh
styles.
yeah, this will be good.
You guys sent us some awesome stuff from John Gagnon's YouTube channel, Pathway to Leadership. So we're going to unpack that for you.
That's right.
Basically figure out, like, what are the different leadership styles? How do they work? Why should you care?
Exactly. Get to the bottom of it. And Gagnon really stresses that leadership isn't just for like the big shots, CEOs and whatnot.
Right. Well,
He thinks anyone, absolutely anyone, can benefit from strong leadership skills.
yeah. And I mean, he even says that learning these skills can like help you earn more money too.
Absolutely.
It's all about reaching your full potential, right?
Couldn't agree more.
So, okay, let's jump right in. Gagnon talks about 5 key leadership styles in his video.
Okay, let's hear him.
All right, first up is authoritarian leadership.
Authoritarian. Okay.
Now, before you think like dictator or something, hold on. It's more about being super efficient,
Uh-huh.
clear directions, decisions coming from the top down. Gagnon says that in some situations, this can actually reduce stress for the team.
How so?
Well, because they don't have to like worry about making all those decisions themselves.
Oh,
Everything's clear. There's no ambiguity.
makes sense. I guess in like high pressure situations that could be helpful.
Right. Exactly. Like imagine I don't know, a military operation
Sure.
or,
Or emergency room.
yeah,
Right.
emergency
We
room.
need somebody to be like, this is what we're doing.
Exactly. Someone's got to be in charge. But of course, there's 2 sides to every coin, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So if you use this style too much, it can, stifle creativity.
Absolutely. People need to feel like they have a voice.
Yeah. They don't want to feel like just robots.
Exactly. Just following orders.
Right. So it's about finding the right balance, the right tool for the job. Right.
Right.
Okay, so moving on, we've got democratic leadership.
Okay, that sounds a bit more my style.
Yeah, a little more chill, right?
Mm.
So it's all about being inclusive,
Uh-huh.
The leader gets input from the team before making any big decisions.
So everyone feels like they're part of the process.
Exactly.
And that can lead to better buy-in, right?
Totally. And more job satisfaction, too, because people feel like they're actually being heard.
Makes sense.
But, this style might not be the best when you need to make a decision super fast.
True, true. Sometimes you just gotta act.
But overall, it's great for creating a sense of ownership, like everyone's in it together.
Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
All right, next up we have transactional leadership.
Okay, what's that all about?
So it's all about setting clear goals, rewards, and yeah, sometimes consequences too.
Like you do this, you get that kind of thing.
Pretty much. You could say it's the classic carrot and stick approach.
I get it.
It can definitely work for getting those short-term results, but John Gagnon says, don't rely on it too much.
Why not?
Well, it can create a culture of like competition instead of collaboration.
Yeah, everyone's just looking out for themselves.
Exactly. And it might not motivate people in the long run,
Right, right. It's not about like the inner drive to do good work. It's just about the reward.
Exactly. Okay, ready for the next one.
Hit me.
Delegator leadership.
Delegator. Okay, I'm intrigued.
So this is all about trust
Mm-hmm.
and giving people the power to do their thing.
Sounds a bit hands-off.
Totally. The leader kind of steps back and lets the team members make decisions.
Interesting. But that must require a really strong team, right?
Oh, absolutely. You need people who are skilled and motivated.
Because otherwise it could just turn into chaos.
Big time. But if you have the right team, it can be super effective.
And I bet people really appreciate that freedom and responsibility.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, and last but not least, we have transformational leadership.
Transformational.
This one's all about inspiring a shared vision,
Okay.
motivating people to grow, and creating a culture where innovation can flourish.
That sounds pretty powerful.
It is. And I think this is the style that John Gagnon really believes in.
Yeah, I can see that.
He sees the leader as like a mentor, someone who helps people reach their full potential.
Not just about getting the job done, but about helping people become the best versions of themselves.
Exactly. It's pretty inspiring stuff, right?
It is.
And speaking of inspiration, if you're finding all this talk about leadership helpful,
Yeah.
I really recommend checking out John Gagnon's Pathway to Leadership channel on YouTube.
Yeah, great channel.
He goes into way more detail about all these styles, gives you practical tips you can actually use, and it's all free.
Can't beat that.
Seriously.
And hey, maybe it'll even help you earn more money.
Right. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What about you? Which leadership style do you kind of connect with the most based on your own experience?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think, honestly, for me, it depends on the situation. Like, sometimes you need to be more directive, you know?
Right.
And sometimes it's better to be more collaborative.
Makes sense.
The key is being adaptable, I think.
Totally. And knowing when to use which style.
Exactly. It's like having a toolkit, you know? You don't use a hammer for every job.
Perfect analogy.
Mm-hmm.
So we've covered a lot here today. We talked about the different leadership styles from authoritarian to democratic, transactional, delegator, and of course, transformational.
And we talked about why they matter.
Yeah, like how they can impact team dynamics, how they can influence your career, even your earning potential.
It all ties back to that idea of reaching your full potential, both personally and professionally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now that you've heard all this, it's kind of like, okay, what now?
Yeah, good question.
So here's a thought. Which style do you naturally lean towards? And how can you maybe work on developing some of the other styles to become a more well-rounded leader?
That's something to think about.
Yeah. And remember, John Gagnon's Pathway to Leadership channel on YouTube is a great resource for that. It's free, packed with valuable info.
You really can't go wrong checking it out.
For real. All right. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of leadership styles.
Hope you guys found it useful.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with this one.
Always do.
Thanks for joining us. And, as always,
Keep learning.
keep growing and keep leading.
Thanks for listening to Pathway to Leadership.
See you next time.